Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And this is the obligatory reaction video because every freaking YouTuber on the planet is giving a reaction to the new Marvel movie because that's what you're supposed to do when you cover this stuff.
Even if you don't give two craps about it.
I don't give 3 craps about it.
Wow.
I don't even give 1 crap about it. I don't really care. I am so checked out from the MCU. The only thing I'm interested in is Deadpool and Wolverine, morbidly curious, and possibly Fantastic Four. It depends on where they go with it.
Well, this one's slated for Valentine's Day of next year. It's already gotten pushed back a couple times. It's like one of those ones that it's been talked about so long and pushed back so many times and reshot so many times that, but you're like, oh, didn't that come out already?
Yeah.
And we finally got this trailer for it. Again, we just had another reshoots. They added Giancarlo Esposito into it now. I guess it didn't test well with audiences. It was the story.
Yeah, yeah.
But they did like a 22-day reshoot on it.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think it's going to be, I mean, hopefully they made it work. I don't know, but it seems like it's going to be a hodgepodge of stuff. And then they're tying it back to all things the Eternals.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that too. This is probably gonna have some spoilers in or speculation or something. Look, I'm gonna be completely honest. I am so bored of Marvel at this point that I'm going to suffer through this video. Like, I really truly don't care. A lot of people asking, well, what's your opinion on it? I'm like, it just looks like another Marvel movie.
Well, see, no, to me, I think going with the spy espionage angle was smart because he doesn't have the super soldier serum. And the thing is, to me, that's stupid because then anybody can be Captain America. Hell, give me the shield and suddenly I'm Captain America. And I do think that at one point in the trailer, they basically, have Harrison Ford's playing Thaddeus Ross now because the other person, William Hurt or whatever, passed away. And he says, well, you're no Steve Rogers. And he's like, you're right, I'm not. So they addressed the elephant in the room, which I thought was good.
And also General Ross looking different. He shaved his mustache.
Right. So they addressed the elephant in the room. Neither one of the characters
Explain Rhodey, though. Explain Rhodey.
So they, which I thought was a good idea to address it. But he's like, he's not. And then he's doing Falcon and Captain America combined, I guess. There's going to be a Falcon too, but he's back to his suit and all that with the wings, which makes sense. But I thought it was good they at least, you're not Steve Rogers. No, I'm not Steve Rogers. So at least they did that. I don't know if that's going to help or hurt, but at least they acknowledged it.
It could have been like, well, yes, I am Steve Rogers. I just grew a goatee. What do you think? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like,
you look exactly the same.
I look exactly the same.
And a lot of people, when you're looking at the comments, they're mad because they're like, well, he's not Captain America because he didn't have the super soldier serum. Now, they show a lab in this. So I don't know if they're going to rectify that or not. But so having to go the, espionage spy thriller way is probably what they had to do because they can't go full on superhero because he can't do that.
We already had this movie. It was called Birdman.
I was going to say, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be more Falcon and the Winter Soldier just with no Winter Soldier.
Okay. So that is where I want to go with this. Before we get into it any further. We're already into it pretty far. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Yeah, this just looks to me, it looks like another episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier, just like the Marvels look like another episode of Ms. Marvel. It looks like an upgrade of a Disney Plus show.
The problem is they spent a shit ton of money on this one.
$400 million.
Is that how much it was?
Almost
Holy crap!
Due to the heavy amount of reshoots, I'm looking at this.
They're
and I'm
gonna
like,
have to make they did $400 million. They didn't even promote it. Like that's not even promotion and stuff. So they're gonna need at least $800 to $900 million to break even after the theaters get residuals. They're going to have to do $1 billion on this for sure. If that's the case. About the budgets.
Holy
crap.
I don't think this one's going to be a massive flaw. I give up. I give up when it comes to Marvel. I give up on trying to guesstimate how these movies are going to do. I think Deadpool and Wolverine is going to reignite interest in the MCU because that one, yes, I think looks good and it looks like it's going to make some money. They
were doing some previews for media and like they did one in London yesterday and they did some in Shanghai and stuff. And people were saying the first like 35, 40 minutes of it was really, really, really good. And people were worried they were going to nerf it because it's Disney. And they said they did not nerf it.
Okay.
It's definitely, it fits in with the others, you know, but again, it's the critics and the media, and they're given free access, so take it as you will. Dogpool though. Dogpool's where it's at. Peggy I think what they call the kind of dog she is, but she was the ugliest dog in Britain in 2023.
Oh, okay.
And now she's a movie star. So
Now
go
she's a movie
Peggy.
star.
Hearts for you, Peggy.
That ugly bitch is going places.
She's going big places.
Yeah.
Anyway, and of course at the end they had the Red Hulk in the trailer.
Yeah.
Shocker, if you didn't already know the spoiler from McDonald's toys. And I mean, gosh, you have Ross in it. So of course you're going to have.
Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of like,
if it's even him, maybe somebody else has this series.
yeah, they just kind of show. I'm
Looks like there's
assuming.
gray at the temples, so
I'm assuming it's him. You know, normies aren't going to know that, but yeah. So, like, I mean, does that mean we're going to get actual Hulk, or is She-Hulk going to show up to show him how to Hulk
But Liv
out?
Tyler's back as Betty, so there's that.
Yeah,
She's not in the trailer though.
I don't know. I'm not excited by it. Like, this is one of those things that could come and go in the theater, and I don't care. Like, I'm so, for the most part, checked out and over Marvel that it could, admittedly could be like the best thing ever, and I'd just be like, yeah, just let's say more Disney Plus stuff, just a bigger budget.
That's the problem. I think with Disney Plus and all the Marvel shows, they just have overdone it, and people just don't really care like they used to. And like I said, people were expecting Captain America to be Steve Rogers. What, like it or hate it, it's not about racism. It's about the fact that who's been Captain America for years and years and years. And unless you watch the Disney Plus Falcon and Winter Soldier, you know, you haven't seen that yourself. You know, with Sam being Captain America.
That is gonna hurt. That could potentially hurt it, because that show did not do that well. A lot of people didn't watch that show.
No, and the thing is, it's like, I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't. I mean, if they put a lot of agenda in it, it's not going to go very far. They had kind of a lot of agenda, I think, in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But
yeah.
I really think going the espionage way is smart. To their credit, I think addressing the elephant in the room is smart to their credit.
Well, I mean, that was, you know, Winter Soldier. Most people consider that to be the best of the Captain America movies.
Well, yeah, it's like that. It's going on that same route. And, you know, since he doesn't have the powers other than his wings, what can, you know, he's going to have to rely on that. And that's fine. But unless he gets the super, you know, soldier serum, he's just a guy with wings and a shield, you know. But, that's what people are saying too. The weirdest thing to me is they're tying it to the Eternals.
Yeah, so let's talk about that. That was
why would you tie it to that?
Hopefully, so people go back and watch the Eternals on Disney Plus, and they can get the watch time.
Never watched it. Never gonna watch it.
So,
looks like crap.
So let's tie it to one of the least popular MCU movies. Very few people actually watch this movie. I still haven't seen this movie. I don't care.
I think when it came to Phase 4, most people just didn't care for most of it.
Right. And I didn't watch this movie. I didn't watch all of the Disney Plus show either.
I did.
I watched
it all.
2 or 3 episodes. And mostly I watched it for U.S. Agent. I thought he was pretty good. I was like, let's get West Coast Avengers already.
Thing.
But yeah, so they're tying it to
for Bucky. Anyway, sorry.
Well, no,
what were you talking? Sorry. I'm kidding. Just keep going.
Well, no, I mean,
look on your face. Anyway, go ahead.
The truth is a lot of women
watch it for Bucky.
And a lot of men watch it for Bucky.
I watch it for Sam too. I'm not gonna. I mean, I'll watch it for Sam too. I'm not, gonna. I'll take either one, but you know what I'm saying,
right? So there's a missed opportunity there, but yeah. So
that's America's new ass, guys.
That's America's new ass. It's a little flatter. It looks more like
America's ass right there.
Carol Danvers' ass. It's not as plump as Steve Rogers' ass. Not that I was paying attention.
We don't even know if that was his real ass. It could have been a body double. Could have been padding. You don't know.
I'm the ass double.
It's like, I'm America's real ass.
Who are you? I'm Ass Man.
It's a conspiracy.
Ass Man.
Anyway, back to the Eternals. We keep getting sidetracked by America's ass.
Speaking of ass, let's talk about the Eternals. So, spoiler, if you give a crap at the end of Eternals, and Eternals inside of planet Earth, because Earth is apparently an egg for Celestials, and it tries to come out of the Earth, and then they stop it. So now we got a big giant hand in the ocean, and apparently...
And a head, too.
And a head. And apparently this is going to be a plot point in this movie that they're going to fight over the hand and head of the giant Celestial. I think they're going to build up the Celestial angle because I have a feeling they're probably going to turn Galactus into a Celestial when he comes into the MCU.
Yeah, they said this is going to tie in. They think it's going to tie into Fantastic Four or X-Men. They said.
Yeah, oh God, are they going to like instead of going to Krakoa, are they going to like live on his middle finger or something? Is that?
That's where I'd choose.
The tree and the oh my God. Yeah, so like apparently that's going to be a plot point in this movie that they're going to be fighting over the big giant hand, and I don't care. I just don't care. I have so much I don't care about this that I really don't care. I was actually more interested in the Agatha trailer than I was in the trailer for this.
But they're like, the fact that he emerged and was turned to stone was barely acknowledged in the Marvel films and TV shows because they stepped over it. Because the Eternals was a bad idea. You had a movie right out of COVID, a bunch of characters nobody knew. It was another one of those ones they drug out for a long time until they actually released it. People thought it already was released. It was too many new characters. It's just people found it boring. The director never did Marvel, was pretty good doing other things, but never did like a Marvel film, and it showed. So, I mean, it was probably wise to just step over it.
Yeah, I think. But then how do you step over that? Like we had a whole movie where we ended the movie with a giant hand in the ocean.
Multiverse.
Just start over. I think that's what they're going to have to do. A lot of speculation is that they're going to use Secret Wars to basically restart the MCU. They might keep some of the newer. Like apparently they're going to keep the Fantastic Four intact or whatever, and they're probably the X-Men, but a lot of the the Avengers and stuff like that, they're just going to reset the clock.
Well, interesting. They're saying about what's the conflict about. He said it's a new landmass, so countries are claiming as part of nationhood, or it could be because he's composed the Marvel Stone, or maybe because like we saw with the Nowhere, that it's full of like special magical elements that's key to the next phase of the MCU. Because I'm like, when you have to go there, it's like, so you're not jumping the shark, you're harvesting the fluids, and it's just
God.
It's just like, it's the same thing as jumping the shark.
It's full of MacGuffinite.
It's MacGuffinite. Yes. That's MacGuffinite.
Who's going to be the first?
Put a picture of the hand in the face and put MacGuffinite on his shirt.
Who's going to be the first country to harvest the power of MacGuffinite?
You need to do a shirt with MacGuffinite. Oh my God, that's beautiful. Put the hand and part of the head, put MacGuffinite.
MacGuffinite. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I can't be bothered to. Like I seriously.
I need to see more. For me,
I don't
to care.
I really don't. I haven't seen. There's so many MCU movies I haven't seen.
Yeah, as I said, it's not even about because Captain America is being changed. I just haven't been watching Marvel movies because I just don't care.
I haven't seen the Marvels.
Nope,
I heard it wasn't as bad as people thought it was.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard it was better than the first one, which doesn't take much. It was a little bar.
And I like the girl who plays Ms. Marvel. I'll go on record as saying that. You can quote me on that. I actually like the girl who plays Ms. Marvel. I think she's really good. She's funny, and she seems like she's got a pretty good head on her shoulders from some of the stuff she said.
I did not watch Secret Invasion. Is that what it was? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't watch that. And I used to watch, I even watched Captain America and the Winter Soldier, and I didn't watch that.
I got about halfway through it, and I got bored.
Did you watch it? I didn't watch any of it.
I watched the only one.
The Captain America Winter Soldier or Secret Invasion?
No, I didn't watch any of Secret Invasion. I remember people got mad because they had an AI.
I didn't care.
Intro. Well, then speaking of Rhodey, then they did Rhodey dirty, and they did characters from Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. dirty. It's just like, who the hell cares? None of it matters.
I think except for some established characters, most of Phase 4 people just tuned out of. And
yeah.
I think we're going to start, I think you're going to get people back with Deadpool and Wolverine, especially if it's as good as people are saying. If this Captain America's movie's good, you might get people back with that. I do not think, I have to see more, but I don't think that it's going to do gangbusters, but it has to. It's going to have to do gangbusters to break even. This is like the third date they've had it at too. Like they keep changing the date on it.
Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be out in May 3rd of this year, and then it was supposed to be out July 26th. They actually switched that one with Deadpool and Wolverine because they probably figured we have one Marvel movie, we need something to do really well. Deadpool and Wolverine is our best shot. Plus they have to reshoot this one again.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be out. It was moved from Phase 4. Now it's going to Phase 5 or whatever. Unless it was Phase 5 the whole time. I don't even keep track anymore. I used to care.
I just don't. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm trying to muster, like, I'm obviously, I don't care. And people are like, why did you do a video? I'm like, because everybody asks us to do the videos. That's it. Everybody's looking for our take on how do you give a take on something you don't give a shit about?
I might consider it if I see more. I don't know. I really do like the espionage angle. I really did like that when they did it in Captain America: Winter Soldier. So I mean, it might be good.
No, you just like Bucky's ass.
But Bucky's not in this one.
No.
But I don't mind Sam's ass either. So there's that. But you know, I just have to see if there's enough. Like, if I have enough to give a crap about it. I only saw one trailer. Maybe I'll like it more. I have no interest in the Thunderbolts at all unless they give me something really good. And I can see a trailer and it looks great. Other than that, I'm not gonna. Fantastic Four, maybe.
Fantastic Four, I like the premise. I don't like what I'm hearing, though. I don't like the idea of them gender swapping the Silver Surfer. I'm not sold on Pedro Pascal. I think the rest of the cast sounds fine. I do like the idea that it's going to take place in like an alternate 1960s, so it's going to be like retro futuristic.
I do like that, but I don't know if they're going to do the whole thing. Pedro Pascal is so overused. I don't get it. I don't think Pedro Pascal is that good.
He's not Reed Richards.
He really isn't.
He really is not.
Yeah, I don't think he's Reed Richards either. But I'm like, why is he like in literally everything? And sometimes I think he works well. Other times, not so much. I just don't get it.
We haven't had a proper on-screen Reed Richards. I mean, I thought. The casting in the first Fantastic Four movie, they got Thing and Johnny Storm right. You know, Chris Evans actually was good as Johnny Storm. Thing was fantastic. Doom was way wrong. Like, he was so damn wrong. Like, Dr. Doom was terrible. But yeah, like, they can't get Mr. Fantastic right. They can't get Reed Richards right. Honestly, I would say Hugh Laurie about 20 years ago would have been perfect. But, like, he's too damn old. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. We're getting
anyway, yeah. There you go. He doesn't give 3 shits. He gives 1 shit.
I give 1 shit. Yeah, that's how we're gonna rate movies now. I'm gonna watch a movie and be like, how many shits did Kneon give? Oh, 1.5 shits and an ounce of MacGuffinite.
I did the MacGuffinite shirt. That was fun. I love the MacGuffinite.
We'll talk later.
Bye.